Hello, air signs. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. How y'all doing? Today we are going to take a little look at the person you're dealing with, and we're going to do a check on their true feelings and intentions. Okay? So before we get started, if you would like to find information on how to schedule a personal reading with me, please look in the description box of this video. Please note that is the only way to schedule a personal reading with me. Only one way, and that is in the description box of the video, okay? So let's hop right into this. Gemini, how does this person you are dealing with feel about you and perceive you? Could be a Pisces for some of you. They're really keeping how they feel to themselves, okay? Not sure 100% what that is, but I really don't think they want to open up and express how they truly, like the true depths of how they feel, okay? But we're going to look here and see what their intentions are, how they feel about you, and how they perceive this situation. Let's get 4 shuffles. 1, 2, 2 more. All right. Oh, the Emperor could be an Aries that you're dealing with. I think you intimidate them just a little bit. Yeah. They view you Queen of Wands and King of Wands. Or I'm sorry, Queen of Wands or King of Wands and the Emperor. If I can talk right. Anyway, I do kind of feel like you're a little bit intimidating. Queen of Pentacles, okay? You're a little bit intimidating to them. They feel like you're moving on from this. And they really feel like, wow, this is an energy of, I feel like you're better off without me, you know? This person could be very insecure, but they really, really sense that you have this really take charge type of energy and that you're moving on from this, getting over this, and that you're very emotionally independent, okay? With that 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups, they feel like you're extremely independent and you don't need them, you don't need nobody, okay? They're a little bit nervous to talk to you. They don't really feel like you would even want to talk to them. I'm going to look at the actions they're going to take here in a minute. But with that Knight of Swords in the reverse, next to all this, Knight of Pentacles and Knight of Swords reversed, they don't feel like you want anything to do with them. If anything, this really feels like, man, Gemini just completely forgot about me. Man, I think they have a lot of feelings for you, but it's mainly intimidation, you know, mainly intimidation. Wow. Well, let's look at what actions they're going to take. That's cool, Gemini. What actions is this person going to take towards Gemini? If any. Let's see what actions this person is taking. What actions is this person taking towards Gemini universe? End of March. I think you're going to hear from this person. I do think that they are going to communicate. They're going to reach out. 4 shuffles. 1, 2, 2 more. Eight of Swords in the reverse. Okay. So I don't think they're going to do this right away. Yeah, they're not going to do this right away. Eventually, though, they are going to end up reaching out. Yeah, see, 6 of Swords reversed, Knight of Swords. They're going to end up reaching out and trying to come back around here. Okay. I kind of feel like, man. Yeah, see, 4 of Cups reversed. They realize they screwed up a good opportunity. Okay. I think what they're doing is they're waiting for a vulnerable moment. That's what they're doing. I do think that they have their eye on you. Okay, they are in any way, shape, form, or fashion. Like maybe checking the Facebook, watching the Instagram, or maybe if you're not real big on social media, they could be like keeping in touch with somebody who knows you. You know what I mean? Some sort of way of kind of trying to keep tabs on you without like making it obvious to you. And I think they're going to try to wait for like a vulnerable moment, you know, especially, you know, because man, and you can sit and watch this happen. You see people, everything's all good and well. Then the next thing, you know, they're starting to post negative things, you know, angry, bitter posts and and boo-hoo posts about relationships and stuff like that. I think that's what they're waiting for. Not 100% sure if they're actually going to see it, but they're eventually going to end up reaching out. But right now they're waiting for a vulnerable moment, waiting for that right opportunity to slide in. That's what's going on right now. And it's like, oh, okay. The minute Gemini starts looking weak, I'm going to slide in and see if I can weasel my way back in there, Ooh, man. What's the best advice for Gemini here? Best advice for Gemini universe. What is the best advice that we have here for my Jim Jeroos? Page of Swords, okay. All right. So I wouldn't necessarily completely ignore this person here. Maybe a conversation does need to be had between you and this person. Last shuffle, last one. Chariot reversed. Okay, Two of Cups reversed. Ten of Wands. Okay, so I do think a conversation needs to be had. Mainly right now, there is still that, when you separate from a person, we can't just get over it overnight. There is a process of healing that has to happen. And sometimes it does help. Now, this isn't all the time, so I'm not saying do this every single time, but sometimes it does help to be face-to-face or in communication back with that person again. Things ended a certain way. You go this way, they go this way, and now there's this ball of tension that basically vibrates at the same frequency it was vibrating at the moment the separation happened, okay? So maybe a conversation does need to be had. I really think, though, that you have a conversation with this person, you talk to them, you'll see, okay, I can see it more clearly now. Does that make sense? Now I see you from a different light. Now it makes more sense, and by default, you'll be able to release and let go of it once you have that conversation. You know what I'm saying? That's probably what needs to happen here. All right, how about Libra? Libra. How's this person you're dealing with, connecting with, or interested in feel about you? Okay, Page of Pentacles in the reverse. All right, 4 shuffles. 1, 2, 3, and 4. The Hangman reversed. Okay. All right, so they're still very, very nervous about this right here. Okay. They are starting to kind of lose feelings. Like they don't really have those emotional love feelings anymore. But I really think that this person is a bit emotionally immature. They're not really handling this very well. If anything, what it kind of feels like is they're trying to give you the silent treatment. Okay. They're trying to, with their silence, get your attention. Does that make sense? They're really, really hoping that the longer that you go without hearing from them, it'll drive you crazy, just like it's driving them crazy. Does that make sense? Could be a Taurus that you're dealing with for some of you. But the Two of Cups in the reverse and the Emperor reversed, it could be an Aries too. I think this person's very, very insecure and has a lot of self-esteem issues. Okay, they think that you are not interested at all. And the best thing that they can think to do is to try to be quiet. And they're probably putting on a front too. I really feel like maybe on social media, on Facebook, they're really, really dressing things up to make it look like they're a lot happier than they are. And that is so that hopefully maybe you'll be spying on them and say, man, well, damn, they're doing good. Maybe I want to see what they're up to. And kind of trying to lure you in that way, if that makes sense. Some of you are dealing with somebody who has been trying to dating around, playing the field to try to get... to try to distract themselves from the thought of you. They've not been very successful with that. Not really. Not been very successful with that at all. Some of them can't even find somebody else. But even if they have, it didn't work. They really can't shake this unfinished business feeling, if that makes sense. Let's see what actions this person is going to take. What actions will this person take towards Libra universe? Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords. Three more shuffles. Emperor reversed. Yep. See. Now, if anything, I think that they're going to go get with somebody else. They're looking for somebody else right here. Okay, but they still got their eye on you. They're going and getting with somebody else here. They're making it look like that they've just moved on and they've started something new, but they haven't really. They're throwing in the white towel as far as this goes. So they're not going to make any attempts to come back and reconcile. But right now, I see them going off and trying to get with somebody else. But in the back of their mind, they're still waiting on you. They're still waiting on you, making it look like they're happy, but they're not. They're not. Making it look like they've moved on and they've started a new life. They haven't. They still have their eye on you. They're still waiting on you. So I don't really see them coming forward or doing anything right now. They're trying to put on a show for you, basically. Okay, what's the best advice? Best advice for Libra. Do 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 do. Okay, Six of Cups reversed. You need to let go of that grudge. Don't be holding a grudge now. If you were ever going to actually get revenge, the best thing that you could do, move on, heal, relinquish the grudge, and do better. But you can't really move on and do better until you get off the old frequency. You can't get off the old frequency until you've learned everything that you needed to learn from it. You figured out how you can use that situation to help you. Use it as a learning experience to help you bring forth a better version of yourself. Relinquish the grudge, let go, wish them love and light, and then you'll move up to the next level. You'll do a lot better. You'll be a lot more successful. But the funny thing is, even though I said if there's ever a way to get revenge, by the time that happens, you won't really care about revenge. It won't even be about that. But you can use that as fuel, if that makes sense. But in order to move on and do better, you have to get off of the frequency that you are on when you all separated. You have to let go of that grudge and let go of that bitterness. Because all that's going to do is hold you back. And you won't be able to progress. You won't be able to do any better. Okay. So this was a big-time learning experience, okay? There were a lot of red flags in the past whenever you and this person came together. Make a mental note, okay? Don't ignore those red flags. If you come together with anybody new, do not... basically, be as open about who you are as you possibly can, you know? Now, obviously, when we first come together, I can't tell you who I am overnight, but this is who I am. This is who I've been. This is my past. This is what I'm about. These are my goals. These are my visions, the path that I'm on. This is what I want. Basically, this is me. Bam, lay it all out on the table. Take it or leave it. Take it or leave it. Right now, though, the most important thing that you can do is assign yourself some alone time. I said assign yourself. I don't mean go alone, be alone, and be bitter and be miserable. Assign yourself some alone time. It is incredibly powerful and healthy to be able to do that, okay? It's very, very necessary. All right, last but definitely not least, my Aquarians. Aquarius, how does this person you're dealing with feel about you? What are their true intentions? What action? Well, not actions just yet. We'll read that in a minute, but how do they feel about you and what are their true intentions? How's this person feel about Aquarius, universe? Do. Okay, the Judgment reversed. Two more shuffles. Okay, Queen of Cups. This person is still very much in love with you. Very much. Four of Pentacles reversed, Two of Cups reversed. So they're letting go of this, and they're pretty much losing faith that you all would ever get together. But the Two of Wands and the Seven of Wands, Six of Swords reversed, World reversed. Yeah, they still feel a very strong sense of unfinished business. Big time. And they do think about you all the time. This is something they have not moved on from. They've given up as far as having faith that it would ever happen, but they definitely haven't forgotten about you. Okay? I do think that they have a lot they want to say. They want to reach out. Okay? They want to talk to you. They do want to communicate. Okay? And I do think that they want to reconcile. Whether or not they're going to, I don't know just yet. Page of Cups, Six of Swords reversed. Okay, World reversed. They do feel unfinished business, and they do want to reconcile, and they are still very much in love with you. But they know that you have your guard up. They know that you're guarded and that you don't trust them. So let's see what actions they're going to take. What actions is this person taking towards Aquarius, universe? If any. If any. The Judgment upright this time. Okay. Two of Wands reversed. Okay. Nine of Pentacles. Okay. All right. I do kind of think that they are going to end up reaching out eventually. It's going to take a while, though. I don't really see this happening anytime soon. I think that some of you are dealing with somebody who's just going to be single right now. But right now, I feel like they're doing the best that they can to try to heal from this. I don't really know how successful that is, though. They do perceive you as being very healed. Could be an Aries that you're dealing with here. But they're just going to keep carrying this burden until they can't take it no more. And eventually they are going to reach out. They are going to come forward and more than likely attempt to reconcile. High Priestess reversed, Two of Cups. Yeah, they are going to end up coming forward. They know they screwed up a good opportunity, and they're just going to carry the burden until they break. Okay? Hard to say whether or not it's actually going to go anywhere, though. Okay, I really think this person has their priorities very screwed up in life and in love. But it'll take a while. What's the best advice? What advice do we have for Aquarius? Best advice. What's the best advice? Okay, the Hierophant. All right, 4 shuffles here. 1, 2, 2 more. Nine of Cups. Maintain your emotional independence. Do not let this person make you bitter, okay? Do not, okay? Don't let this, basically right now, I think it's time for something new for you, okay? You definitely have something new coming in. However, if you allow this person to make you bitter, okay, you will, it's kind of a long drawn out explanation here, but you essentially, if you're still bitter about this person, you'll repeat the cycle with the next person. You'll end up running into the same demon, different person. Essentially, the short, condensed explanation that I have is you'll be comparing the new person to the past person without realizing it, without even realizing it. Okay, we do that all the time. Whenever we meet somebody new, we're always comparing them to the last person, aren't we? Or past people. And if you're still bitter about this person, you're still holding on to animosity, you're going to project that onto a new person without realizing it. Without realizing it, okay? It's very important right now that you understand that you need to learn to trust this process, okay? There was nothing accidental about the two of you coming together. There was nothing accidental about the separation. Everything here had a very, very, very divine, specific reason behind it. And you need to trust that process, okay? And in trusting that process, you need to let go of the grudge. You need to figure out what you learned from this. That can take some time. But you do have something new coming in, though, so you might want to start getting to figuring out what you learned from this and how you can use this to help yourself in the future. I know I say that a lot, y'all. I say that a lot because it's true. That's the best move that we can make right now, unless you want to screw up the next connection, which if that can be avoided, that would be ideal. Anyway, though, I feel like that was the messages my air signs needed to hear, so I'm going to go ahead and end this reading here. I greatly appreciate every last one of you that tuned in and played along. Thank you all so much for continuously showing up and showing love, support, and positive feedback on my channel here every day. I greatly appreciate it, y'all. Don't forget to look in the description box of the video if you would like information on how to schedule a personal reading. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here now. Thanks again for tuning in. I'll see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity. Y'all stay blessed.